Keeper of the Electronic Labyrinth, Snipe Anteater. So, lots to unpack here. First, never has a boss title been more accurate. This level is a labyrinth, and I hate it. Second, we're in the internet again, which means maybe we're going to get some more Twitter friends, who knows. Third, fuck this fucking level. Just fuck it. Fuck this level. It is not hard, it's just needlessly confusing. So, think back on previous gravity-altering stages, or teleporting stages, where, you know, in the classic games, you get to walk on the ceiling, and that's cool. And in the X games, at least it just kind of, like, instantly swaps you, and you're still going side-scroll. This one, somewhat unsuccessfully, combines both of those concepts into just a cavalcade of being just awful. But we're not quite there yet. First, we need to use Switch. We need to use the copy ability for pretty much the first time. Just to walk through that wall, slowly. What's going to happen is I am going to walk forward and there's going to be a rescue reploid in immediate danger of another one of those samurais. I can't pick him up as Axel because that goes towards Axel's completion, and I don't want that because Axel is not X. I can't cancel the transformation, so I just get to sit there and wait for that orange ammo bar to go away. And now, I have to switch back to Axel to transform just to leave. I think this is an instance where I accidentally kill him. I do, because X is way too strong. So now, it's an exercise in, how do I make this enemy respawn? Because, hey, I need to leave. I'm not going to wait here and have those cyber bees needle me to death. That would be stupid. He won't even successfully shoot me, so bear with me while I am understandably confused at the shitty situation that the game has put me in. Myth, do you have any commentary right now?
This game fucking sucks.
Thank you, Myth.
Also, the copy shot fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like jack shit for damage.
So, that is a very good point. You're gonna see me take him down in 3 hits, which is actually pretty lucky, because there are certain ones in other stages that just will not die, because you have to get a kill with the copy shot to get the copy ability, which is why I was trying to attack him earlier as X, to whittle him down so that I could use less copy shot. Unfortunately, it killed him and we had to sit there for like probably a minute and a half. This copy ability is kind of neat, but really slow, so it's not. The sword swings are kind of cool, but you can only fight against the samurai with them for the most part because everything else is either too small, too fast, too far away, and it'll just block forward damage. You need to get around them, but they'll always turn around first. So basically, fuck you. Second is when they dash, they have that shield in front of them, which can kind of block bullets, but you can just steer around things because it's in 3-dimensional space. Fuck you. Also, we're about to go through a teleporter. Hopefully, we're about to go through a teleporter. If I can get around safely without taking too much damage. Here we go! Get ready! This is what cyberspace is like in 3D. Mostly it's terrible.
Also, fuck are those things? Giant cyber...
It's a palette swap of another enemy. Or a texture swap, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see the actual enemy later. I don't know why they show up so goddamn often in this fucking game.
Because why make new assets when you can just tell everybody to go fuck themselves? So what's happening here is I have not been teleported to a new area. I'm not on a ceiling. I'm not somewhere else.
Floor.
I'm on the underside of the floor. Which you'd think would be kind of easy to line up. But it really isn't.
Especially since the pads don't line up 1-to-1.
Yeah, the pads don't line up, which they just should. Just stop trying to be clever. Just don't do it. I'm going through here because I think I might take damage. Or no, I'm going to try to dodge roll past him. Yeah, there we go. So now that I'm safe, I'm going to be X again. There's a couple things that make this extra bad. One, you need to collect, well, you want to collect everything, because that's just a given. Certain teleporters will take you on points of no return, so you can't turn around and get anything that you missed, which, that kind of sucks. There are other ones that are basically quote-unquote traps, like that big center teleporter. I didn't go in there because there's nothing in there but enemies, and it's not even like you have to defeat the enemies to come back out, which might be a neat gimmick, because it's like, whoa, cyberspace trap, look out. You can just jump and leave again. So, don't. Just don't add it. Like, that is just irritating. Like, if you're not even gonna go full bore and make it an actual trap, then just don't waste your time programming it, or adding it, or testing it. Yeah, don't waste the player's time. Yeah.
That teleporter up there, just, there's nothing there. It's just a room with a giant
head. There's not even an no, that one isn't even an enemy. Or there's a couple that aren't even enemies. So, That's great. Also, the mortal danger for that rescue reploid that I just picked up was that samurai that teleports in, which, whatever. They're pretty slow and they all focus on you again, so you can kind of steer them as you want. So that one up ahead is a point of no return, and this one has a bunch of stuff to pick up, so be careful. It's pretty confusing being down here because obviously it is, but we're gonna get a rescue reploid in just a moment once I can get my fucking bearings and find out where I am. There he is. Hey, Ted, how's it going? Yeah, Ted, not Tio, because not even a good font for the character names. Next, we're gonna go back over to the right, go up here, and get our next armor capsule, which is gonna be pretty awesome.
I think this one's the hat?
This one is the helmet. This helmet is embarrassingly terrible because it only focuses on special weapon ammo. And what are we not using in this game, Myth?
Special weapon!
Cool! At least the hat kind of looks alright, so it could be ugly, but that's not really a good thing. Also, you don't even get to choose to go into the capsule, which doesn't really matter because why would you not go into the capsule, but it's simple things like taking control away from the player that are just like, but why? Like, why are you doing this to me? I don't want that. So, as far as we got everything now, right?
I think so.
So we should just be off to the boss fight. And this boss fight, oh man, this is so we've had difficult fights already. Well, difficult quotes. They're all hard, but X is great, so it doesn't matter.
This one's tough.
This one is tough for a couple reasons, not the least of which is his confusing-ass arena. So, get ready for that. First of all, whatever, cutscene. I actually kind of like Anteater's dialogue a little bit. It's decently thoughtful, at least for this game. It's the high point of this game's writing, I think. Or one of.
How long must this madness go on?
Let me ask you, how long has this madness been going on?
And it doesn't help that the reads are emphasized wrong. Like,
yeah.
How long has this madness been going on? It's instantly a better read. Didn't even practice that. But yeah, so Anteater's whole thing is that he, I guess, combs the internet and burns everything, which would be cool if it wasn't in X7.
Yeah.
And also, why the sniper gun emplacement Anteater is the historian in the internet? Like, why? Why any of that? Like, alone, all of those assets are interesting. Combined, it's confusing even for his game series that introduced us to Wire Sponge. So, here's this boss fight arena. A, his hitboxes are stupid. B, his weapons are really annoying. C, that's his weakest weapon. It's terrible, I'm gonna keep missing him with it. D, you would think that being a 3D game with a stage where you walk on the underside of the floor, which presents you with a tube to fight on top of, would let you run all the way around the tube. You can't! You can't go that way, you just can't do it. He can.
And so you think this weakness weapon would go around?
Yes, you would think that the weakness weapon's gimmick of being a wheel that travels along the ground would go around, but it stops in the same spot as you too. So what you have to rely on to do a lot of the damage in this fight is while he's underneath, find that sweet spot where aim assist feels like cooperating with you, then uses X's overcharge over-penetration to shoot through the floor at him.
And fucking only X.
And only X can do this. Only X can do this.
So if you don't have X, you can't hit it.
And that's also if it feels like cooperating. I've already missed 2 in that instance, and I'm going to keep missing. So now this is a thing that's happening, and it gets stressful in this part. During the refights, it's mostly hilarious. But these bits, or options, whichever one you want to call them, will not go away, and as far as I can tell, you can't destroy them. So the fact that I remembered that I could hit him with that actually saved my life there, because I'm pretty sure Axel would have died right away, and I'm pretty sure X was about to die too because of that desperation attack, if you want to call it that. So, just fuck that boss fight. So, seeing all those weapons, you think, like, maybe you get a pod that shoots a laser, or a laser yourself.
Or a sniper rifle.
Instead, you get homing torpedo. Except, it won't lock onto something unless you're... Oh god, I'm dying! Unless you're aim assisted. Myth, take over.
Unless it won't auto help, you have to be aim assisted. that weapon is the weakness weapon for Crow Wing, and it won't fucking home in on him while he's in the background.
Unless you're locked onto him.
And even
Sorry about
then,
that.
you can't really lock onto him while he's in the background.
Or you can try. It's the same level of futility as locking onto Anteater on the underside of his tube. I'm talking so much that my throat closed up on itself.
Also, fucking sniper missile. What even the fuck?
And the worst part is he is an armory. Like, there's so much weapon potential there. It could have been interesting. It could have been something that locked onto the things that you weren't locking onto. Like, you release those options and they go out and attack the things that you're not focused on to take some of the heat off of you. That's just off the top of my head. But instead, you get a worse version of Homing Torpedo from X1, which, hey, nostalgia.
Yeah. One day.
And it's not even good. Like, the chart shot board is just 3 of them. It's not even a big spread of 4. It's just the same projectile, but there's 3 of them. It's just profoundly lazy. But meanwhile, these two are still going on their walkabout.
They're fucking somewhere. I don't fucking know where.
I'm
in a dungeon or something.
I'm pretty sure they're just wandering around Hunter Base. But yeah, so we're getting more of the unfolding story. Axel is explaining this, but too late, so have fun thinking about that until next video.